Welcome to the Mike Harts Trucking Podcast, where positivity meets transportation. Here's your host, Mike Harts.
Hey, what's up? This is the Mike Harts Trucking Podcast. I want to talk today about what we always say in this industry. Why does this always happen to me? Why does this always happen to me? I hear this so much in this trucking industry. I hear so many people say, why does this always happen to me? And my response to you is, I don't know. Why does it always happen to you? Why do bad things always happen to you and they don't happen to anybody else? Why do money problems always happen to you and they don't happen to anybody else? Why does your truck break down and no one else's truck break down? I just want to ask you this. We've been talking about confession the last few weeks in your power. And I want to ask you, is that confession really conducive? Is it really, is it really helpful to what you're trying to establish in your world? Is it really helpful? Think about that for a few seconds. Is a confession like that really helpful to what you're trying to do? Okay, let me speak to drivers for a second. If you are trying to get better loads, or you're trying to get your dispatcher to listen to you, or your company to pay you better, or whatever, or you need special assistance, or you're tired of sitting at shippers and receivers and you're sick of this. Okay, you saying to yourself or out loud or whoever you speak to, the steering wheel, whoever you're talking to, and you're saying that, hey, why does these things always happen to me? Do you think that's helping your situation in any way, in any possible way? Do you think that's helping your situation? If it is, I'll shut my mouth right now. Is that helping your situation? I'm not trying to be hard on you guys these last few weeks. I'm actually trying to encourage you and tell you, ladies and gentlemen, stop confessing what you don't want. It's easier said than done, by the way. Stop confessing what you don't want. We know what you don't want. We understand what you don't want. God knows what you don't want. The devil knows what you don't want. Your family knows what you don't want. Your truck knows what you don't want. Your steering wheel knows what you don't want. The carpet, the air, the sky. Everybody knows what you don't want. But what do you want? What do you want? What do you want from your life? What do you want from your company? What do you want from your jobs? What do you want from your dreams? What do you want from God? What do you want? Because saying what you don't want has produced the results you have now. And people don't like when I talk like this. Why don't you say that we're victims and we're this? I'm not saying bad things don't happen. I'm not saying we're not victims. I'm not saying people haven't done us wrong. I'm not saying any of those things. I'm not one of those people who say, well, anything that happens to you is your fault and anything. I'm not talking about that crazy talk. Because that's also, they came to Jesus and they said, Jesus, who sinned? Why does this man have this illness? Why does this man have this ailment? And Jesus said, this is so the glory of God will be fulfilled. This is why this happened. So the works of the Lord will be fulfilled. And I believe in our lives that we can explain why premature death happens. We can't explain why cancer happens. We can't explain why we lost our job. We can't explain half this stuff. And I'm not here to try to explain it. And I'm not here to say that everything is your fault. I'm not here doing that. That's just stupid. What I am saying is, let us start beginning the work to healing, beginning the work to change, beginning the work to talking to someone, beginning the work. If you have a local church, talk to your pastor. If you have a Christian therapist, talk to your therapist. Whatever means and modes you need, talk to one of your family members. But I'm tired of hearing people complain without solutions, without trying to better themselves. Again, like I said the last few weeks, if your venting becomes a lifestyle, it is no longer venting, it's a way of life. So you have got to stop saying, I'm venting and I'm just speaking, do that. But let that be once or twice a day. Let that be limited, and then say what you want rather than what you don't want. This industry is negative enough, and you piling on top of that more negativity, and I don't like this, and I hate this, and I hate her, and I hate him, and giving all of your power away. Why do this bad things always happen to me? Something happens to you and you go, that would happen to me, only my luck. I don't even have luck. If the only luck I have is bad luck. I'm terrible. I'm this, I'm that. Come on, man. Come on, girl. Why you gotta do yourself like that? So I encourage you, I've been encouraging you the last few weeks to understand, to look within, not always outside. Stop letting outside sources control you. If you need to talk to someone, but get help. Seek help in healing. Don't seek complaining. If you're the type of person that needs to talk to someone about your issues or your problems for 2 or 3 hours a day, do that. But make sure you're talking to people that can help you with solutions, not talking to people that say, well, you want to talk about your problems, let me talk about mine. You don't need any help matching bad trucking stories and matching who got in an accident today and matching that the load froze over and your insurance claim was this amount of money. You don't need any help with that. What you need is people around you that would encourage you and speak to you and speak life into you, not death into you. This industry is hard enough. So I need you to be with me. I need you to understand that your power does not come from negative outside sources. Your power comes from God. And God wants to work a miracle in your life. He wants to do big things. But he needs your participation and cooperation. God bless you. Thank you so much for joining the Mike Harts Trucking Podcast. Tell somebody about this. We're a small community right now, but not for long. We want to help people be positive in trucking. God bless you. Love you, sir.
As always, thank you for listening to the podcast. Our goal is to bring positivity to the transportation world. If you would like to bring Mike in as a speaker at your trucking company or conference, please email us at mikehartsnow@gmail.com or call us at 815-441-8234. Our website is mikeharts.com. Thanks so much for listening and be safe.